Hey folks, it's Nate. I'm in the garage. I haven't been in the garage to work on the Jeep in, I don't know, a month. And it feels good. Today I'm finally going to work on that drive shaft I keep talking about. So I'll see if I can show you the bad drive shaft or the bad U-joint so you can see what I'm talking about. You might notice that things are a little crowded around here. And that's because we have a porch that we're rebuilding. The porch goes over top of the outside of the garage door there. It was dry rotted and falling apart. So we tore it off. We're going to rebuild it. So I'm going to try to get this drive shaft done before my dad gets back from Lowe's with all the stuff we need to finish building the porch. So this may be a two-part video or a two-session video. You may see me change my shirt in the middle of it. So yeah, let's get started. Oh, right. One thing I wanted to mention, if you guys like what I do here, you can support me via Patreon, patreon.com/SWBCrawler. Anything you can chip in would be a huge benefit. Making money on YouTube is like a myth. I don't think it really happens. At least not for someone the size of me, the size of my channel. So if you guys want to contribute and see me do awesome things in this garage, please feel free to go over to patreon.com/SWBCrawler and send me whatever it is you think I'm worth. I don't care if it's a penny. Thanks. Let's get started. So, first things first. See if we can tilt this upward a bit. That's a little too far. See that U-joint right there? Doesn't look terrible, right? I checked this out. There, you can see a little bit of play in the yoke there. I hope you can see that. It's a little dark under here. I think it'll be a little more obvious once we get it out of there, but when I was driving this after the Jeep Jamboree, you could hear a very audible tick every time this thing went around. When I got home, I lifted one tire up, this tire here, off the ground, and I spun it to make the yoke spin. Or did I get the whole front end up? I don't remember anymore. I think it was just one tire. To make the yoke spin, and you could see on every revolution, this U-joint had like a 1/4 inch of play. So that's obviously bad. So I've already got the replacement U-joints. I bought them a while ago because I thought that was bad. And then when I climbed under it to do that exact test that I just showed you, I thought, oh, it's not bad. So I just kept the U-joints. I got U-joints for all 3 joints in that drive shaft. And today, I'm going to replace all 3, whether they need it or not. So at the transfer case end, there is what they call a double cardan or dual cardan joint, which is supposed to keep the angles down a bit and make a smoother transition from the drive shaft to the transfer case. That one's a little trickier than just a standard U-joint replacement. I found some YouTube videos. I found some YouTube videos that described how to do it, but I don't know. None of them seem to be all that in depth. And they didn't seem to do it the way I remembered doing it. So, yeah, I'm gonna do that today and show you guys how it's done. So I'm gonna get this thing pulled out. I'm not gonna record how to do that because it's pretty straightforward. A couple of bolts come out and then the whole drive shaft comes out. I'm gonna get it out as quick as I can and get back to the other part of the workshop where the bench vise is and start replacing some U-joints. So now we got the thing out. I ended up having to take the skid plate off the Jeep to get this out of there because of the upper end, which was kind of a pain in the butt. Yeah, I have an extra photographer with me. We'll see if she manages to get any decent footage. Right now, I taped this one. This is the one I need to replace. I taped it up only so that we could retain it till we got here, so I can show you guys how horrible this thing is. Look at this.
Yeah.
See that cap and this one? These are just like
Loose.
Destroyed. You hear that?
And loose.
I bet there's no needle bearings at all in here. Oh, they're there. They're just horrible.
Horrible.
See that? Here.
Horrible.
Hold your camera up.
Woody.
See how rusty and nasty those are in there? No wonder it was making noise and wobbling around.
And rough and dirty. Yuck.
Yep, and dirty. Where's my bucket? Okay, so what we have to take out now is the old U-joint. To do that, we have these clips. Can you show them the clip, Kira? Not that close. Here, here. You see how it's not in focus? Here, watch. Go like this. See the clip? There's the clip. Okay, here you go. So we gotta get something on here to pull that inward, and then the clip will come right out. I find it easiest to start off by doing this.
And that is very loud.
That usually loosens the cap up a little bit. And then use whatever pliers you like. There may be special pliers for this sort of thing. I usually find that needle nose pliers do the job. It's really in there though. Okay. When they're really stuck, hold on. When they're really stuck, I will take a flat screwdriver and tap them a little bit to get them loose.
Yeah, we have to clean it off.
This is good commentary, Kira. Good job.
Maybe we should use water.
Water?
Yeah.
Why would water help?
To see what's making it so stuck in there. And it's older to see its true color.
I have this guy that's used for pulling out nails that can sometimes get underneath things, and that's why I brought him back here. It does, doesn't it?
Pretzel.
There's one.
It went out.
Ah. One clip. Go on.
That's not garbage.
No, I guess that is garbage. I could have thrown it in the garbage.
It's not garbage, Dad.
Why not?
It looks cool. It looks like a pretzel.
It's all dirty though. That goes in the scrap. Tripping over wires here.
Pretzel.
Okay, we're doing the same thing on this side we did on that side. Take this. Oh, this one's coming right out.
One might be
Hold on.
super loose. That one has to go into the garbage. Sorry, pretzel. I'm sorry, pretzel.
There's another one. Okay,
Can I go
throw in the
pretzel?
garbage.
Pretzel, 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 pretzel.
Okay, now we got to get the old U-joint out.
Ew.
For that, really not that difficult. If you have a press, you can probably use it. I don't have a press. So what I do is I use my bench vise like this. Lay the ears of the bad U. Oh, this is greasable. I wish I had known that. If I knew it was greasable, I would have been greasing it. I thought it was original, and original ones are not greasable. Anyway, I have a brass hammer, which is nice for stuff like this because it won't mar the steel. But you basically Is that too loud for you, Kira? Okay, this cap is
Daddy.
gone. Now,
Get up. Because one of them rolled. Cool.
that could have been bad. Hey guys, you should be wearing safety goggles.
And headphones.
You mean ear protection? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I use
Try
that
this
because I
again.
have sensitive ears? One hit.
Yep. Okay. Those are all out. That's one end.
Genius.
This end is the tricky end.
Can I go get my head? Can I get
Well, I don't know how much hammering we have to do on this end. So this end is in pretty good shape. It's not making noise or whatever. But I have U-joints for it. At least I'm supposed to have U-joints for it. Okay, so now I got to get these out of here. Now what's tough about these is this funny yoke here. You have to basically get... Trying to remember what the procedure was here. I think you had to get a screwdriver behind it and pull it out, but you had to get these out first.
Are you going to be hammering?
Not just yet. Thump.
Well, that was a big bang, bang. Bang, bang, choo-choo train. Come on, Olympians, do your thing.
Oh, are you practicing your cheerleading?
Boom, boom, chicka chain. Do. Hi, guys.
Kira is a junior cheerleader. Pretty sure this is how this works.
More clips, Daddy. There's more clips.
There are more clips.
A whole bunch of clips.
The idea is to get this loose so you can pull the cap out. Okay, you do that.
For you, Dad.
For me?
Yes.
She's thinking of me. It's nice of her. Okay, you can't really see this because my camera girl walked off. Come here, Kira. I need to get a video of something.
Here, Daddy.
Oh, thank you.
Here.
Here, focus in on that. Okay, you see how that moved back in when I did that? See that?
Yeah.
It moves up a little bit. The goal is to get it up far enough that we can tap it out of there. Thank you.
Yeah, that's for him. Just
There we go.
the speaker. Hi, guys.
There we go. Yeah, that one wasn't too bad.
There it is. It's all rusty.
Now you're dropping stuff.
Alright, I was trying to throw it in the garbage, but...
You know, the other side should come out pretty easy because it's loose now.
More clips, your favorite. Oh, my favorite. My favorite, the clips, because they look like pencils.
Okay, and that one was cracked, so it's a good thing we're doing this.
Hooray. Yes.
Okay, luckily this yoke, I'll show you the yoke then once I get that far.
The
The
yoke?
yoke seems like it's okay, which is a good thing.
Yeah. There's a little bit of sticky stuff in it.
That would be grease, Kira. Now, getting these out is a little tricky because the trick we used on the other side is harder now because there's this yoke in the way, but I think the same trick will work. Now this is where a press would really come in handy. This is not working well. The problem is this yoke behind it is in the way. The thing to think about when you're taking this stuff apart is the balancing of the drive shaft. The thing was balanced in a certain way. If you take it apart and put it back together differently, it could be out of balance.
Never easy, Daddy.
You're right, it's never easy.
Hi, guys. Hi. Hi.
Here, how about you wear these?
Why?
Because you're a... This is called liquid wrench.
What's a good wrench?
It's lubricant. Well, it's penetrating oil. Helps things that don't want to move.
Is that oilized?
Hmm? Let's squirt some liquid wrench in there and see what happens.
Orange, orange, orange.
What are you screaming about? Yeah, you are.
I'm halfway through.
Okay. Look at that, it's working. Phew.
Pretend I was your audience.
You kind of are my audience, aren't you?
And I asked you questions.
What sort of questions?
Like, what did you just spray it on?
Liquid wrench.
What is liquid wrench?
It is called penetrating oil.
Things that... What is this for?
That's the handle to tighten the vise up with. There we go. Look, it's almost out. Getting it on video? Look, we just won. We succeeded.
Is it supposed to be in the garbage now?
Yeah, that's where it's going to end up at.
Garbage. Yay, we win. Yay.
Okay. This can go in too. Careful, that's all dirty. Oop, you dropped it.
At least I'm going
Okay, now this, I think, can pop out of here. Okay, now this, here, come here, Kira. Look in there. This is another joint that can be replaced. You see, put your camera there, Kira. Show inside. Is it? Don't get too close. You need to be able to see it. Move your head back. Okay. See down in there, there's needle bearings in there, just like there would be in a U-joint cap. Here, let go of it. This thing is a yoke. It can also be replaced, and they also go bad, but this one looks like it's okay. I'll put it someplace it's not going to get damaged. Maybe up there on that shelf where it's not going to be.
Clips?
Yeah, we'll get there. Trust me. And there's this little spring that goes along with it.
Should I throw it away?
See the spring? Nope, that doesn't get thrown away. This goes along with the that yoke that we just took out. I'm going to put that over here out of the way too.
Ouch.
Sorry.
Be more careful with people's toes.
See this? Look in there. That's what the yoke attaches to. That's what it mounts onto. Okay?
Are we almost done?
We're almost done with two. We're almost done taking out 2 of the 3. Okay.
You're speaking like Starfire.
Starfire talks like that?
Starfire's a superhero.
Yeah, what's that have to do with how I was talking?
Starfire's a superhero. Do you know her?
Yeah, I know who that is, but what's that have to do with me saying 2 of the 3?
She says that. Should I
Does
throw
she?
that away?
That could be thrown away, yeah.
Yuck. The 2 of the 3 should never make sense.
There we go.
Here's the back.
Well, 2 out of 3, that makes sense. We have 3 U-joints to do, and we got 2 of them out. Okay. So now I'm going to mark this side and this, so we know when we put it back together, these 2 are the same side. Okay, now we got more clips to take out. I think we need to do this. Yeah. No, hold on. Leave it like that. Yeah, so now we're going to hammer on this, and that's going to come out, right? Stand back. Oh, wait. My liquid wrench. That helps so much on the other side. Oop.
That's coming out.
Let's not lose that.
Do we need to throw that away?
No, no. That's a piece of the joint. I'll have to straighten out that lip, though. I'll look at that then.
That's where the yolk is.
Make sure there's no other pieces in there that are going to fall out. Doesn't look that way. I'll clean that up then before I put it back together. Get some new grease in there. Try it a different way. That's working. Okay, so that there is the secret. Lay that on the bottom of your vise and hammer on the drive shaft instead. I would be careful hammering on the drive shaft though, because especially on this side, see if there's these weights here. I'm going to show them the weights. Here, look right here. These things are drive shaft weights. Now come back a little bit so it's in focus right. Point it right here where I'm pointing. Come it up a little higher, like that. See these things here, these are weights that were put on here when the thing was balanced, so you don't want to knock one of them off. Okay, move back. No. Not quite out yet.
Daddy, when we're done, can I use the waterproof camera?
Yes. I told you you could.
Are you almost done?
You just want my camera, I get it.
No, I'm getting bored.
You're getting bored. Well, you don't have to keep going. It's not going to work, is it?
Smack that!
Make sure you turn that off. And that does not go in the pool. Remember, that's not waterproof.
I know.
Okay, this one's almost out. I can feel it wiggling. There we go. Okay, now we just got to get the last one out of here. Should be pretty easy now. Put this in here, and we can actually hammer on the U-joint, if we can hit it. That does not want to come out of there, does it? So close, yet so far away. Ah, there we go. Just enough. Toss that. Get this out of here. Jeez. There. Now we got roller bearings all over the floor. Needle bearings. Okay, so remember we put that scratch on there so we know which side to put it on. But the the scratch on here is gone. That's fun. Because I put it here and that's where I was hammering. That's fun. I think it was this side. Dag nabbit. Oh well. Too late now. Alright, one more. Another U-joint to toss. One more cap to get loose. That was satisfying. Okay, look at that. Now we're going to clean this up a bit and put it back together. Okay, it's going to clean stuff up a bit. Got some brake clean. Wire brush. Gotta put those glasses on. This I don't want to hit with the wire brush, but should be cleaned out. Get a paper towel. We're going to re-grease that then. Okay, let's get a U-joint back in here. Good place to start, right? Now the ability to grease these later could be difficult. I should say the angle at which you can grease them later would be difficult. I'm hoping that doesn't become a big problem. There. I wish these were the sort that have them in the tips, but they don't. Well, not much I can do about that. Put these over here where they won't get hurt. Okay, now these are full of these little needle bearings, like you saw on the ones that came out. And some assembly grease. You don't want to get crud in here if you can avoid it. And you don't want those to fall over, otherwise they won't go back together properly. So, what you do here is you take the end, this crap out of the way. You basically have to get it seated just right, sort of tap it into place. Okay, then to protect those needles, you take the U-joint that it came with here. Put this way, I think. Yeah. Not offset, are they? No. Okay. And you get it through here. Hello. Why doesn't this fit? That should fit. Body's practically identical to the other one, though. No, the other one is smaller. These are the wrong freaking U-joints. Alright folks, so as I'm editing this video, I've realized that it's about an hour and a half long. That's a little too much. So, I'm going to call it a two-part video. So right now, you've seen up to the point where I've disassembled the drive shaft. There you have it. Expect a part 2 where I'm reassembling the drive shaft. I didn't think you guys wanted to sit through an hour and a half of video, and there's, I think, enough content in there that I don't want to cut it out, because there's a lot of tricks to reassembling the drive shaft, and that's really the longer half of the video. So expect that coming shortly. You can see it soon. So yeah, thanks for watching the disassembly video. Thanks for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button. If you want to help me out, please go to patreon.com/SWBCrawler and send me whatever it is you think I'm worth. And check out our Teespring shop to get some cool SWBCrawler apparel, like I gave away in the giveaway from a week or two ago. So yeah, thank you guys for watching.